morning, and please stop for some holiday cheer here today. This is Kat with Kat's Home Chat along with Jeff Spike Long. And we just got a short few minutes greetings for you today. We haven't been live in months. I hope you've enjoyed our replays. I want you to answer two questions for me today. Number one, what is your family tradition, your most favorite family holiday tradition? Please answer below. Hopefully one of us will see it. If not, we'll go back and answer it and reply and comment later. Your most famous, wonderful, favorite family tradition, and maybe even most bizarre. Number two, what is your favorite dish, favorite food for the holidays? Oh. So I'm going to start with you, Jeff. Answer question number one, please.
My favorite food during the holidays.
That's question number two, but that's okay.
Oh, what was the first one?
Your most favorite, awesome, or unusual tradition.
Oh, I don't think I have any kind of favorite tradition, huh? I mean, holidays it's just, with going into Christmas, we get our stuff done outside and inside and putting up the festivity and so forth. But, we live our every day with Christmas in heart.
Oh, I love that message.
So, it's not like this is a special week or special month or special day.
Okay, hold up. That deserves a jingle and a thumbs up. and that really is the message, isn't it? And that is to have Christmas in your heart every day. And we can choose that with the most important conversation we will ever have in our life, and that's the conversation in our head, to go forth with love and kindness and forgiveness and generosity. I love that. So let's go back to the just traditional stuff. Is there any tradition?
Well, one of the traditions that I do with our grandkid, Elizabeth, is that for years and years ago, I told her that instead of grabbing a bunch of stuff under the tree, what we do is we get a nice little present under the tree. And then after Christmas, I take her to a store and we go hog wild with a boatload of money because everything's half off or everything's discounted. And I told her, I go, see the value. And I taught her this probably around 4 years old, starting that, showing her a doll that was $20 and now it's $9, or it's $7.
So that's a great hack to show frugalness. Although Glamma ends up with a boatload of stuff in her room to have to donate later. But anyway,
well, that's okay. But because she gets to play with the fun factor. Two is she gets to shop. She gets to have some good family time, and she also got to recognize that the expectation. I think a lot of families and traditions that grew up with the Santa coming down the chimney and I got to have a bunch of presents. All of a sudden it became too focused just about the gifts, about what I'm getting, what I'm asking, opposed to the spirit of Christmas, the birth of Christ, the love, and also just the overall, the positive message that we receive as humanity. This is why every year we watch the same Christmas movies and so forth. And my favorite, of course, is Bill Murray's Scrooge. I watch that movie so many times I can't even begin to tell you, especially, my story of back in the day when I was single, I would work a triple shift, 24 hours straight. And I would put that movie on a loop on a VCR and I would just listen as I worked of Bill Murray saying, I get it now. I get it. It's every day. And that changed me. That really did.
Yep, it's every day. I'm going to see. I don't know if anybody's getting this because I can't really see.
Well, it's live, so.
So thank you for sharing that. Was there a dish?
There's a what? A dish of food?
a favorite meal or dish of food?
You know, because we're such a food aficionados and connoisseurs, it's hard to say, oh, you know, every Christmas I look forward to this. Every Christmas we make sure it's an extravaganza of some kind of food spread. And it's always been great because it's made with love. It's made with, you know, organic ingredients, fresh ingredients. We don't do processed boxed or any kind of stuff that's, you know, that is being pushed upon us by the big food pharma, you know, or the industrial food complex, right?
Sorry. Yes, not food pharma. So I'm going to chime in here. Of course, mine and my family seems to be my homemade chunky applesauce. I lovingly pair, you know, dozens of apples, either cook them in the crock pot. I prefer to cook it on the stove with lots of cinnamon and a couple of cloves, and you just smell that all throughout. In fact, I think we're going to have it this year, Christmas Day, with our roast pork that Tanya has. Hey,
ho, ho, ho.
Sarah, Merry Christmas, with our roast pork. So yeah, I think the applesauce is one of our stay, and we like new dishes. So my daughter Tanya, hey Tanya, is going to be making some amazing crock pot potatoes for Christmas Eve, along with some, I forget what they call it, street corn or something, that her staff just went gaga over. So I'm anxious to have that. One message I would like to say is, you see, I've got my sparkle on, Melody, if you're still there. You know, wearing sparkle, I've got a lot of sparkle on today. It just, I learned from Trini Woodell, one of my just most favorite icons about fashion, that wearing sparkle can just cheer you up. And you don't have to reserve it really for the holidays and for daytime. You can throw on a sparkle jacket with some jeans and some trainers, and it just livens you up. You know?
Absolutely.
Enlivens
it's like
up
snow.
Yeah, it's like snow. Enlivens those up around you. And I think that deserves a... This is for you. This is for you, Elizabeth. Mama made this bell for you.
That also deserves some country picking. Oh, 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 oh.
What song was that, Popeye?
Well, that was Merry Christmas from the Skokie Mountains of the backyard of the Woodlands.
Ah, I like it. So we are bundled up because it is 17, last I looked, 17 degree Leos here in Houston, in hot, heat Houston, Texas. I am loving it. Our fountain froze up and has frozen solids all down it. I think that's only happened, 2 or 3 times in the 20 years that we've been here. But it's chilly and I'm loving it. So I'm going to share one of my traditions. If you're on Melody, you're going to get a hoot over this. So I'm from Southern California, for those who don't know, and it's even gotten hotter since we've left. But, you know, it was typical. It could be 75 or 80 degrees on Christmas Day. So my kids know we had a tradition. If it was not cold, we would turn down the AC, low, 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 and we are going to have a fire. Now, it might be a Duraflame, so it doesn't give off a lot of heat, but we are going to have Christmas morning and open Christmas gifts with it being chilly and with the fire on. So that's my weird tradition that I wanted to share. How about you, Melody? Share a weird, I know, girl, you got a lot of weirdness in you, like I do. What weird tradition can you remember? Share it with us. And wow, that beef Wellington sounds yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Sure does.
Melody says, Kat, you're the dish. Ah, she's so sweet. That's a thumbs up, Melody.
Yep.
My husband thinks I'm the dish. Right, babe?
Yep. Yep. Well, one of the favorite things I think we've been doing the last few years is we go get grass-fed prime rib roast and do the nice prime rib with a rub, and, you know, eat a big chunk of, you know, bovine. We give thanks to of course, the life that gave us our wonderful prime rib, and we're very gracious to have the kind of family meals that we've had.
Yes.
You, of course, as the years goes on, several family members left us on the planet, but that's okay. They're still with us. We love them
Yes.
dearly. We still celebrate Christmas with them in spirit with us, and then we know they're still with us. And again, it's just it's the time of the year where everybody needs to be a little bit relaxed, a little bit, I would say, tolerant of the frustrations, the angst. Let that go, and just remember, enjoy
Oh
the
my gosh.
child in
Melody
you.
says she's having 32 people at 4 p.m.
Oh,
OMG. Okay, well,
I'm
all
33.
I have to say, Melody, is just breathe. Just breathe. I wish I was coming. You didn't invite me, but well, I probably couldn't drive to Austin, but we do have to get together soon. And Dripping Springs, where is that? I don't know where that is.
It's somewhere out there.
Oh, it's at her
freezing.
It's at her sister's. It's at her sister's. I guess it's in Texas, probably in Texas, right?
Well, it's not dripping today. It's freezing.
So
freezing.
you and your husband need to get out to Houston, girlfriend. We keep talking about that. Oh, Wimberley. Oh, okay. Where's Wimberley? That's not too far from us, right?
I have no idea. Somewhere cold.
Okay. I know this is not as jovial, but I just want you to let's share a little bit, because I know, Jeff, pre us together, which is going on 25 years this coming year. Greece, I hope, coming soon. Not everybody, has somebody. And I've recently been on TikTok. In fact, I'm going to do a plug at the end so you guys can see where we're going for the 2023, which is a little bit different than what we're doing or have been doing every week here. But my son, who is very successful, made president in a very short time of his company, has me doing a TikTok channel. So I'm on TikTok, Ta-da by Cat. Please check me out there, because I am forced through accountability of my son to post almost every day. I did every day for 30 days. Now I'm probably doing every other day. But content, great tips, great stuff, that in less than 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 30 seconds at max, you can really gain a lot of information. And I'm kind of really enamored with TikTok right now, because I'm learning so very much. But one of the things that really tugged on my heart was people posting that they were alone and how alone they were. Yes. On Christmas. And for folks who have family and are not alone and don't experience that, it's probably hard for us to fathom. But my heart goes out, and I want us to share a message for folks who maybe are alone to help them through the holidays, and that coupled with the expectations, the commercialism, the gotta buy, gotta do, gotta have, because that's not what it's about. Like we talked about, in Scrooge, that's not what it's all about. It's just everyday connectedness, every day having that spirit. But what would you have as a message, Jeff, for folks who are alone? What's a couple of tips that you might want to share with them to help them feel full and connected, even though they maybe don't have someone physically around with them?
Sure. Everybody's situation is different, I'm sure, and everybody's mindset, psyche to her holiday season may be different, and the reason why they're alone in the first place. For me, when I used to do these triple shifts and I was single and so forth, is because I had an agenda for my career and whatnots, and I put myself in that position, and I wasn't around family. So there wasn't any sadness by any stretch of means. It was part of the, I would call the experience, And ultimately, we have to really look at this. Christmas is in our heart. Christmas is about this great feeling, this great synergy of humanity that shares this great positive opportunity together to look at each other and talk to strangers and say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and not, think that's strange. Where if you walk around in May and just went, how are you doing to somebody in a store, they look at you sometimes really weird, like, why are you saying hi to me? So one of the things that I would definitely say is break the chain, meaning that if you're by yourself and you're not feeling, really positive or happy, you got the holiday blues, that's your choice. Change it immediately. Yep. Tony Robbins, personal power. That's the first time about 30 years ago I learned that. You make that decision instantaneously.
Yes.
And you can change your environment in your world immediately.
With a smile, with a high.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it comes back to that, if we're feeling this, get outside ourselves and give. And some people on TikTok talked about, donate your time. Of course, if you have time, go to a senior center, go to a children's hospital. It's so rewarding, and it's something that, sometimes we don't take time to. I'm involved with Yes to Youth, and I've been remiss this last summer because we were so busy. But next week, I'm going out there. I'm going out there with nut breads because the kids will still be on vacation, and I'm bringing nut breads. No, it's not a full class that I had done before, but I'll lead a prayer with them. I'll lead something positive for them and something to eat as well. But we get caught up sometimes and it goes to the back burner. But what a perfect way. And I love that, Melody. Right. So do you journal, Melody? And Melody, what's your husband's name? You said he's on here with us. Say hi to him because we're going to meet him soon.
Yeah.
And I hope you're both going to conference in February because we're going to be there. Oh, she says, tell us about your wings. I would love to tell you about my wings. So 2 years ago, conference, where was that, honey?
Nashville.
The theme, and if you're watching, Jenny, hope you are, was soaring. Soaring in your life, in your business, et cetera, soaring. And she had these wings made everywhere. It was great for photo ops, et cetera. And she knew I loved them. Jenny knew I loved them. And she sent these to me on my birthday the following February, mailed it to me. I used to have different art. I kept a whole garage full of art and changed out my art. If you look at the past 80 episodes, I had different art. But as soon as I got this, it's like, game over. These are my angel wings. And I try to earn them every day. Sometimes they get broken.
My teacher says.
Oh, that's right, Melody. You were there. Mikey Green. Hi, Mikey.
Hey.
I love that. Mikey. Can Mikey come out and play? Do you remember that commercial? I think you guys probably do.
Mikey likes it. It was Life cereal. So
Melody asked, what are they made of? Well, they're not made of something sustainable, probably, because I think it's that foam, that polyfoam, that they actually, we have them in our warehouse to protect glasses and things like that. But they're absolutely gorgeous, and they're so durable as well. One day I'm going to be wearing them flying.
Yep.
Mikey likes Melody. Oh, that's too cute. Mikey likes Melody.
Oh.
That's cute. So we wanted to keep this short, and thank you all for participating and who are here and who see it later, or maybe you'll see it on YouTube, or you'll see it where? Will they also see it, Jeff?
Yeah, we're going to put it on YouTube right now. It's streaming in 2 Facebook channels along with LinkedIn. I'm sorry I wasn't able to interact. My internet in my office is not working for this wonderful freeze for probably that reason.
But tell them where else it's going, where we're uploading them.
Well, after we do this, we're converting these into audios as well for, all our shows to the Taught by Cat, the Cat's Home Chat podcast. And this is definitely multiple channels. You can get it from Apple. You can get it from, Spotify, all different channels. So we'll post
all
links.
Of those. So those who are not versed in podcast, which I was not, we subscribe to a service that will put them on all. So whoever you're with, whether it's Apple, Spotify, whatever the others are, just do Ta-Da by Cat, and you'll be able to audio the past 79 episodes. Just pick the ones you want. And then, that's that on that announcement, right? Anything
Yeah,
else you
we're
want to
still
add?
we're converting and uploading slowly but surely. We're trying not to overwhelm the system or even just overwhelm me to convert it, you know. But yeah, it's exciting to do the podcast because podcast is a definitely a new thing for a lot of people because to get our information nowadays we can't just look at TV anymore. So podcasts became really popular since 2022.
Yeah.
Started this
So if you
year
haven't
with
subscribed, do, because it's a way that I know, because half the time he's connected in the house on headphones or whatever, but it's a way that you can do something maybe that's monotonous, maybe like organizing the warehouse, but I've got dear Adriana to do that, or whatever, just something monotonous. You can listen to something that will feed your heart, your soul, your mind, and really that's what it's all about. We have to take care of and nurture ourselves, and just a piggyback on that, make sure you take care of yourself this holiday season. Self-care is so important. Don't worry about that everything has to be perfect and you have to do everything and be everything and have everything. Take a deep breath and do something for yourself, because when we nurture ourselves, we're nurturing the world, because we're all connected, and you're nurturing your relationships, your spouse, your kids, your aunts, your uncles, everyone. You're nurturing everyone when you take care of yourself. Yeah, she says, oh, she's going to High Point in April. Lucky you.
What?
I wish I could go with you. Let's chat. Last announcement is going forward for 2023. We are going to, instead of trying to do it every week, because it's difficult running a business, staging and design, color, cat's eye and decor, yada, 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 and trying to vet and get guests on every week. So I've decided to do it. We'll have the exact time, but I think we're going to do the second and fourth week is what we decided. The second and fourth Friday. So 2 times a month. So this way, there'll be less. You'll really want to tune in. Again, you can see it after the fact if schedule doesn't permit on YouTube, and listen to it on Spotify, etc. And I will end this with saying I would like to get the guest schedule set up for at least 6 months. I've got, I think, 1 or 2 folks I'm talking to right now, but we haven't solidified. And do know that if it's Friday and that never works for you, we can pre-record this through our streaming device and then hit it live on the date on Friday. So whatever day, night, whatever works for you, if you've got a message out there, Kat's Home Chat is all about anything to do with the home. And I love nurturing home businesses, startups, solopreneurs, small businesses, professionals, maybe, with the pandemic, as I call it, it's really spawned more than ever entrepreneurs and solopreneurs, professionals that work out of their home. Think about that. If you know someone, share this episode with them and have them contact me. I am Kat with Kat's Home Chat. Business owner of Tada by Kat, and that's where you can find me everywhere. Tada, TADABYKAT, on all of those platforms. But reach out to me, call me if you like, old-fashioned way. I love it. 281-798-3750. Give me a buzzaroo. I always answer my phone unless it says spam. And before I do our signature sign-off, Jeffrey, my love, is there anything else you want to share with our audience? Going into the new year?
Yeah, wish everybody a happy new year, 2023. Have Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, all that great stuff. You know what? It all comes down to this. As humanity, be caring. We want to thrive, love, and share. These are our goals as humanity. Keep that in your heart. Keep that in your brain. And also, my last thing is, I'm going to put a link on the film that Kat and I were executive producer on this past year. We won 9 film festival with this film.
Whoa.
It's called The 13th Note. So this is your special Christmas preview that is going to public for the first time that is outside the film fest. So I'll put that in the link later. Check it out. Next year, we're going to do some great stuff with this film. With that being said, of course, Cat's Home Chat's got a new plateau coming out. We got a lot of great things coming from the education aspect of it. We got a lot of great things coming from a lot of DIYs. And just stay tuned, subscribe, smash the bell, all that stuff. And ultimately, you know, you can always look at Kat's phone number and text and call her and say, hey, what's the latest? What's the news? I want to be on the show and do all of that. And with that being said, I'm going to play you a piece of music, if I can find it now. This is Kat wishing everybody Merry Christmas, right?
Oh my gosh, blast from the past. My husband and I singing a duet. Oh, that was so sweet. Okay, guys, I just wanted to piggyback on that, the 13th note. If you love music, or you know someone who does, or you know some budding artist children, this is a short. It's only a 20-minute long movie, but it is, I mean, it gives me chills. If you want to see parts of inside of my house and yard, we were on location for some of the filming. But the most important thing is it takes classical piano, Jen Shen, along with Rusty. No?
Yen
Shen. I can never say her name, but sorry, Yen Shen. And Rusty Cooley, who's a shredder extraordinaire, and juxtapositions them into this most beautiful, poetical, beautiful illustration of how it comes together and how it's manifested and the history behind it. It's just beautiful and well-deserved that it has won so many awards. And Jeff, kudos to you and the production team. But for you, having the being the brain behind it, the inspiration behind it, and the driving engine behind it to submit to all of these countries. Because you know what? Nothing happens unless you do something. And you did something, and it happened, and it got all this recognition. So great things to come in 2023. And as usual, stay positive, stay hopeful, and stay connected. And thank you for connecting with us today. And go make it a beautiful holiday season and a wonderful new year. And please connect with me any way that you see fit. Love y'all.
Play it out.
Bye. Okay, I'm going to hit end broadcast.
It's cold outside. It's cold outside. I'm lucky.
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Love you.